Ask yourself the following question when it comes to the relationships in your life. What am I becoming because of my involvement in these relationships? Or if it's one relationship, ask yourself, what am I becoming because of my involvement in this relationship? It can be a relationship with, your parents, or with a friend, or with a colleague, or with just an acquaintance, or an online friend, or people of your support group, or maybe your significant other. I don't really care what type of relationship it is. Ask yourself, what am I becoming because of my participation in this relationship? Why am I telling you to ask yourself this? Because this question is eye-opening. Too often we ask the wrong questions, and that's why we are misleading ourselves. I'm not telling others are misleading us. Sometimes we mislead ourselves because we ask the wrong questions. For example, if you are hanging out with some people and suddenly you feel uncomfortable around those people, you begin to ask what's wrong with them, or you begin to ask why I'm not happy anymore. Or you begin to think maybe I need new friends, or you ask all kinds of types of questions, and those questions will be factual. But there are times you need to ask what I call root questions, questions that open your eyes about the whole situation. Because often people don't look at the bigger picture, they only look at the facts that annoy them. It can be, for example, that you got involved with a narcissistic psychopath. In the beginning of the romantic relationship, oh, he was so kind, so sweet. Man, your brain was intoxicated with dopamine and serotonin, all those other hormones due to his treatment. And suddenly, you feel as if he changed on you. And you ask yourself, why did he change on me? Oh, hold on a minute. You are asking the wrong question, lady. Ask yourself, what are you becoming because of your relationship with him? Now, I'm telling you what you're becoming. You're becoming an easy victim. You're becoming an enabler. You're becoming an enabler of injustice and danger. And you're becoming a pawn in his pocket. And if you would look at the situation, if you would ask this question, what am I becoming because of this relationship, you begin to see that you got involved with him, things went so fast, so great, but you lost sight of yourself. You lost sight of your other relationships. You see the importance of asking the right question, or asking the right questions. Look, it doesn't only count for romantic relationships, it counts for all relationships you have. Ask yourself, what am I becoming because of my involvement in this relationship? Or you can rephrase the question, what is my involvement in this relationship doing to me as a human being? Ask yourself that. This is not a deep philosophical question. Okay? This is not a question for an essay or a master thesis or a doctoral thesis. This is a question to ask yourself. It's a practical question. Most people never ask themselves this question. What are they becoming because of their involvement in some relationship? Because I'm telling you the truth here. The relationships you are involved in will shape you. They'll shape your thinking. They'll shape how you relate to others and how you relate to events and circumstances. They shape how you feel on the inside. They'll shape your emotions, and they'll shape what you'll attract in your life. Okay? So do the math. If you hang around 4 broke people, let's say all 4 of them are broke, but you're comfortable around these people, if they're all broke, and this them being broke financially is the result of them holding on to a poverty mindset. Look, someone can be broke for like a month because they suddenly lost a job and now they are starting another job. That's something else. But if someone is persistently broke and you don't notice any effort spiritually nor mentally on their part to reform their thinking and to look for deliverance, if you have 4 of such people, then you'll become the 5th one, just like them. Not consciously. Consciously, you may think, no, I need to walk in abundance, but if you surround yourself with poverty-minded people, their poverty mindset is going to affect you on an unconscious level. So on the unconscious level, you'll begin to agree with them and begin to absorb their ways. And you'll begin to participate in their negative energy. Or if it's even just one individual that's a poverty mindset and they are persistently broke, I'm telling you, lower contact with that individual. Not because they don't have money. You're not being a gold digger or whatever here. You're not being cruel. You're being practical. You're being realistic. Someone cannot agree with harm on themselves and be okay with it. To have a poverty mindset means that you agree harm and lack on yourself. And you can't be comfortable with that at all. Yet, if someone is comfortable with that, they certainly need help. Such an individual enables evil spirits to exploit them. And if someone is comfortable in such a state, they'll be comfortable having you in a similar state also. So do the math. They will sooner or later sabotage you, consciously or unconsciously, to keep you trapped. So if you have 4 people like that and you hang around them, or you have contact with 4 of such people, you become the 5th one. If you, I'm going to the ladies now. If you have 4 friends or 4 associates who are all gold diggers, they're going from one guy to another, chasing the money, being like financial parasites. Even if you're not like that, okay, you hang around them is going, or you have in contact with them on a regular basis, is going to affect you. Soon you're going to feel bad about yourself because you don't have much to spend like they do. And even though you know that they are whoring themselves to, and they are exploiting men for it, you're going to feel bad about yourself. And you feeling bad about yourself is going to have a detrimental effect on your health. And soon you want compensation also. So maybe you're not going to see compensation in what they're doing, but you may decide, I'm going to the pub once in a while, or I'm going to take a drink once in a while, or you're going after the gym. So sooner or later you'll become addicted to something, and once you become addicted to something, Satan will send a man in your life, and you'll fall for it because you're distracted. And then that man is going to treat you bad. You go to another man, and before you know it, you turned out just like those 4 gold diggers. Without you being aware of it, on an unconscious level, you picked up their ways. I'm telling you the truth there. The relationships you have will shape you. That's how you are designed as a human being. That's why it's important to evaluate your relationships. Don't evaluate how you feel around those people. Even though your feeling is important, your feeling can say something about the relationship, but ask yourself, what are you becoming by your participation in that relationship? This question focuses on the long term. Some people, you can have a chat with them, you can have a drink with them, you can go to movies with them, but you can only hang with them on the short term. After that short term, you need to depart from them, because some folks are not good for you in the long run. You remaining involved with them will be a snare onto you. I don't want to make this video too long, but okay, let me give an example here. Let's say that you're Jack. Okay, I'm using a common name now, Jack. And you have this buddy who is so into this girl. Well, this woman is not into him. Or better said, this woman is a malignant narcissist. She knows that friend of yours, let's call him Hank, is into her, so he uses Hank's feelings for her to get things from Hank. But Hank is not aware that she is using him. She wants contact with him, she's very warm with him, and she wants the guy, and after a while she breaks all contact. So she's love bombing the guy and at the same time abandoning the guy over and over again. And you get fed up with the situation and you tell this Hank, or you can use the name Henrique, which is Spanish. You say, Hank, cut this crap out. This psychopathic bitch is not the only woman around. Yes, I call her the B word because that's what she is, man. Wake the hell up, man. Stop wasting your time with someone that's exploiting you. There are hundreds of other single women walking around here that match you far better than she does. What the heck is wrong with you? Keep longing and begging for attention, man. Well, and what's wrong with you going to the pub, drinking your tears away? What the heck is this? So you, Jack, you talk to your buddy about this. After the second time, you think, I'm done with this. You move on. You outgrow that friendship, you outgrow that contact. 4 years later, you get a suggestion on Facebook to befriend someone. And you think, who's this guy? And you click on the profile and you remember, oh, It's Hank. But then you see that Hank openly confesses on his page that he's into sorcery, that he's into black magic and all of it. Whoa. And now you're shocked. Now you think, what? I thought Hank was a believer. I thought he talked about Christ. He made websites. In which he spread the gospel of that. Huh? You're so shocked, but it's now that you see what you have been delivered from. That guy was in the negative. He had no intention of facing himself, and this led him to the wrong crowd, and he became interested in the dark arts, because the dark arts gave him some relief. But he became stuck. Now this happened without being aware of it. If you would have remained in contact with that friend would have dragged you into ruin. You escaped just in time. Because Jack asked the question, what is this relationship doing to me on the long term? And Jack realized this ain't going well. Just listen to me carefully here. There are people that are not good for you. There are people that will drag you down and ruin you. I'm not saying they're doing it on purpose, but their presence around you will drag you down. And after you're not aware they're dragging you down. Look, that's why it's important to walk by faith. That's why it's important to be active. I said it before, when Christ deletes 5 people from you, begin to associate with 10 others. If he deletes 10 others, we can associate with 20. If Christ removed one job opportunity from you, begin to apply for 10 other jobs. I mean, be active. When you are active, it's very hard for evil spirits to attach themselves to you. I'm not talking about being busy and exhausting yourself. When you're really active, in agreement with Christ, it hinders evil spirits from having a grip on you. And even if someone is an unbeliever, if they have an active attitude, it's very hard for any spell or curse to trap them. Just like, okay, let me give you another parable. You're in the street walking, and you have this robber pointing a gun at you. If you stand still out of fear because you don't want to be shot, he got you already. Because you're standing still, he can easily shot you. But if you begin to run away, you run here and there. You don't run in one straight line. You run to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, very quick. If you do that, you're active. And it doesn't matter how experienced he is as a shooter, he will have difficulty shooting you because you're active. He'll have to focus too much. He'll get tired of focusing on you. The same it is spiritually. When you're active, it's very hard for spells and curses to have a place in you. And when you're active, it's very hard to be trapped by toxic relationships. That's why I'm telling you to be active. Ask yourself this question about all your relationships. Ask it from time to time. Don't only ask it once. Ask it regularly. Whether it's every week or maybe every day, ask yourself this question. What am I becoming because of my involvement in this relationship? Ask yourself that question. Well, that's it for now. Agree with Christ and be at peace.